Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise for the playing of the country's national anthem.
It's a beautiful night for baseball, and we're ready to bring it to you here on the Hornet Sports Network. Little bonus coverage of Alabama State baseball as the Hornets, with a record of 33-15, take on the UAB Blazers with a record of 15-31. Hi, everybody. Graham Dunn with you here at Wheeler-Watkins Baseball Complex, the final non-conference game of the year, at least until what we hope will be a postseason that includes a regional trip to the NCAA tournament. But in order to do that, they're going to need probably to win the conference championship, which starts in a couple of weeks. But tonight they got a chance to win a game against an in-state rival, and they'll do it with a young man on the mound that hasn't started a game, at least not since way back in March, with Luis Rodriguez. He's been pretty good. He's been very good as a reliever, but he'll make his first start since March the 7th against a pretty pesky offensive lineup for the Blazers, coached by Casey Dunn in his third season here at UAB. And let's give you their starting lineup. First, leading off the shortstop, Gavin Lewis. Logan Brunschweig will be the center fielder batting second. Christian Hall is the first baseman batting third. Brayton Brown is the left fielder. He's the cleanup hitter. Tyler Wall is the right fielder batting fifth. Henry Hunter, the catcher, batting sixth. Nick Hollifield is the DH. He is the number 7 hitter. David Harris is the number 8 hitter. He is the third baseman. And Ben Abernathy, the second baseman, he will bat ninth. Braxton Shelton, a freshman, will be on the mound for UAB. We'll tell you about him in the bottom half of the inning. Go ahead and give you the lineup for Alabama State. Randy Flores starts, as he's been leadoff since, about game 5 of the regular season. He plays second base. Kyler McIntosh, the shortstop, hits second. Ian Matos is the center fielder, hitting third. Jack Hay is the left fielder, batting fourth. Ali LaPred batting fifth. He's the right fielder. Corey King at first base, batting sixth. Kristen Lopez is the third baseman, batting seventh. Trenton Jamison back in the lineup. He got back this past weekend. He is the DH, and Jamal George, the catcher, is the number 9 hitter. For Jose Vasquez, it is 6th season. On the mound, as we mentioned, Luis Rodriguez making his second start. It is his 21st appearance. He has a 2-0 record, an ERA just over 4.03. He has 51 strikeouts, 17 walks, 13 earned runs given up in 29 innings pitched. And we'll see how he does and how far he goes. That one lone start, he only pitched 2 innings. That was against Jacksonville State, a win over the Gamecocks up in Jacksonville. And they'll try to do the same thing here against UAB. We're ready to go, and we'll get to the leadoff hitter, and Gavin Lewis. Lewis hitting .245 on the year. He's a sophomore. He is their shortstop. Lewis, Brunschweig, and Hall are your first three for the Blazers. Again, Casey Dunn, the head coach. Beautiful night for baseball. I understand we're going to have a few youngsters here tonight. And the first pitch to him is a strike, 0-1. Lewis has started 43 games for UAB. Takes a pitch outside and low, 1-1. It's been a very good run for Alabama State. They have won 6 straight. And even though this is not a conference game tonight, they have been wearing the SWAC opponents out. There's a strike on the outside part of the plate, 1-2. They have not lost a game in conference in almost, well, more than a month. 1-2 pitch from Rodriguez is low, 2-2. Last team to beat them was Mississippi Valley State. Well, they turned the trick this past weekend at Itabena and swept them. Run ruled them in 2 of the 3 games. 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout, first out, and here comes Brunswick. Logan, a center fielder, a .326 batter. Leads this team in a couple of offensive categories, including stolen bases. He's got 15 this year. A lot of local players, a lot of in-state players on this UAB team. He'll take a fastball high and outside, 1-0. Rodriguez from the stretch throws one by him, 1-1. The 1-1, foul back. Sophomore out of Alabaster, went to Thompson High School. And he's behind in the count, 1-2. Rodriguez, the right-hander, brings it and throws it high and outside, 2-2 now the count. Finishing up the home portion of the schedule this week. Tonight it'll be followed by 3 games against Alabama A&M to finish out the regular season portion of the schedule. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 strikeouts for Luis Rodriguez to start the game.
First baseman, number 19,
Christian Hall, the first baseman, will bat. ASU got a gift this past weekend as far as the SWAC standings are concerned. They've been battling Florida A&M and Bethune-Cookman pretty much the whole season. In fact, 2 weeks ago, as the first pitch is a fastball upstairs, 1-0. 2 weeks ago, Florida A&M came to town, tied with ASU in first place in the Eastern Division. They left 3 games back after the sweep, and that one hits the umpire. It was a fastball. I think it might have caught his hand, his right hand. They're going to give him a minute to shake it off. But back to the Hornets, they swept Florida A&M as part of just an incredible run that this team has been on. They have improved their record now in conference play to 21-3. Again, the last team to beat them was Mississippi Valley, and that was a huge upset if you look where the Devils are right now. They're in last place in the division. Well, this past weekend, Florida A&M went to Jackson State and lost 2 out of 3 there, and basically put them in a must-win situation in the rest of their games. They have a series with Bethune-Cookman this weekend, and then they will be host to Alabama State in the final regular season in 2 weeks. And pretty much the way it works is Alabama State can sweep Alabama A&M. They will, maybe not mathematically, but more or less will have clinched the division. It's like our umpires okay. Did we get names on them tonight? We did not. So our home plate umpire's okay. He's ready to go. We've got a 2-0 count on Christian Hall, the first baseman for UAB, just underway. No score, top of the first. The pitch inside, 3-0. See if he can pull the string here, and he does. It's a strike, 3-1. Two outs, top of the first. And a pitch. Foul back. Count full now, 3-2, 2 outs. Brayton Brown on deck for the Blazers. Hall, the senior out of Calera, waits for the pitch and takes a called strike, 3. Luis Rodriguez strikes out the side to start the first. We go to the bottom half, no score.
Don't need that. That ball, man. I hadn't seen it. Probably got a double. Got a double. We're breaking our necks to get here because we're not really breaking our necks. Forever at the ticket booth. Yeah. I mean, we walked at the same time. Yeah. All the kids. We did too. Okay. We did too. We got in. I even need to. I don't have one on. Good, man, when you seen that ball, where he hit it to? Right center, yeah. Boy, I almost caught it. He jumped, and it went over his head.
Back here at the complex, the Wheeler-Watkins Baseball Complex, Alabama State will get their first look at Braxton Shelton. He is a freshman out of Colorado. He's got an earned run average over 6.16. A 1-2 record. He has started 5 games, so this will be number 6, 13th, 14th appearance overall. And Randy Flores leads off and hits the first pitch foul, 0-1. Again, ASU coming off a very impressive 3-game series in Mississippi Valley. Next pitch is also popped up, but this one's in play. Shortstop and left field coming together, and it'll be Brown with a catch, 1 out. 1 down for Kyler McIntosh, the shortstop. The home runs for the Hornets have been flying all over the place. They had several last weekend. McIntosh sends it back where it came from for the first hit of the game. Solid single up the middle. 1 out, 1 on for Ian Matos. Matos seems to have gotten things turned around after a slow weekend 2 weeks ago against Florida A&M. He's got his average back up to 360. He'll bat here with a runner at first. Youth baseball night here at the complex. I understand free hot dogs available. Do you have to wear your jersey? Not if you're in the press box. That's a good thing because I can't get into mine anymore. 0-1 count on Matos. Curveball is outside, 1-1. You remember we used to do that for the Division II, right? That first game. Talking to Fred Sinkton, our sports information director, associate athletic director. 1-1 the count. Pitch, strike. No, it wasn't. Ball, 2-1. It was a little low, I guess. Matos works from the right side of the plate. 2-1, and there's a chopper to short. Lewis is going to step on the bag, throw to first, and that's in time for a double play. So Matos is out 6-3, and the one hit is erased. We've played an inning, 0-0 our score.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Gordon for the first inning. No runs off one hit, no errors with none. Going back. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, for more information on Alabama State, be sure to follow us on Twitter at Alabama State North.
No scores. We head to the top of the second inning. Alabama State and UAB here at the complex. The Blazers went down in order. In fact, a starter tonight, Luis Rodriguez, struck out the side to start this one. A good start for him. Brayton Brown is the leadoff to start this inning for UAB, and he takes a curveball down the middle for a strike. Brown, the left fielder. He's a senior out of Morgan Academy over in Selma. Next pitch to him is inside and high, 1-1. Next pitch is fouled right back this way, but the screen stopped it, or else it would have hit me between the eyes. 1-2 the count. Rodriguez working at his second inning. We're not sure what Vasquez is going to do with his pitching tonight. We'll find out as we go through. There's another pop foul out of play. Will it be a bullpen game, or will they see how far Rodriguez can go? There's nobody warming up right now for ASU, so I'm assuming they're going to let him go a while. He has thrown 16 pitches to this point. Here comes number 17. And it's a fastball down the middle. Strike three. 4 straight strikeouts to start this one for Luis Rodriguez. Tyler Wall will bat. And at this point, they'll just see if they can put one in play. Wall, the right fielder, comes in batting .287.
Got to be over the plate.
Well, taking his time to get in the box. I'm apparently something with the umpire going on, or we got. Apparently a warning was given to UAB for what I do not know. So 1 out. Top of the second, no score, and here's Wall. He waits the first pitch from Rodriguez, and it is hit high and deep to right. Is it got enough? LaPret is there. He'll make the catch right on the track. That was a very loud out, but an out nonetheless. 2 down. And Henry Hunter will hit the catcher. And they did finally put one in play. First batter to not strike out for UAB so far. Rodriguez had struck out the first 4 batters through an inning and a third. Now inning and 2/3, and here's Hunter. Hunter takes a pitch for a strike, 0-1. Sophomore out of Grayson, Georgia, Grayson High School. Hitting just 167. This is his 37th start of the year. 1-1 the count, 2 outs. We're in the second. Rodriguez pitches way outside, 2-1. Rodriguez played a role in the win over Florida A&M a couple of weeks ago. Came in when they needed him most in that third game. There's a liner foul down the right field line. It'll be 2-2. So a 2-2 count, 2 outs. The UAB catcher. The pitch, curveball just outside, full count.
Is that the one you got for that's the one you
Nick Holofield, the DH, is on deck, but there are 2 outs. Pitch coming from Rodriguez, foul back. We are also keeping an eye on our Alabama State softball team playing tonight in the SWAC tournament down in Gulfport. They are currently playing at the moment. Do we have a score there, Fred Sinkton? That would be no score as they take on Alcorn. There's a grounder to second off the bat of Hunter. Flores fields, throws, 3 outs. And another 1-2-3 inning for Luis Rodriguez. Nothing doing for the Blazers. We go to the bottom half of the second. No score.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alabama State Athletic Department is excited to announce a partnership with Southern Orthopedic Services. Southern Orthopedic is the official orthopedic partner of Alabama State
White line outside.
To the bottom of the second we go, no score. It'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Hornets. Jack Hale lead off, followed by LaPrette and then Corey King. The first three against Brex and Shelton. Hay has been consistently good since the start. He comes in batting .358, 9 home runs. Last weekend against Mississippi Valley, as he'll ground out for the first out of the inning. But I'll go ahead and tell you, he batted .417. He had 5 hits in 12 trips to the plate. Pretty good night for him, or weekend, I should say, for him. One down, and here's Ollie LaPrette, who has been on fire since coming back from his injury a couple of weeks ago. He has taken over the lead in home runs with 12, batting .438 on the year. And he'll take a fastball low, 1-0. Fritz Inkton was just reminding me the last time that Alabama State played a non-conference game at home was way back on April the 18th. Pitch is a strike, 1-1. Next pitch outside, 2-1. Yeah, that was the night that they didn't finish the game with South Alabama because the lights went out and they couldn't get them back on. The mouse got tired, I guess. Or is it mice? Was it more than one? Anyway, they had to go down to Mobile the next Tuesday night, finish that game, which they led, but then ended up losing the lead and lost the game, and then they lost game 2 that night. So wasn't a pleasant memory. Foul back by LaPrette, 2-2. No score, bottom of second. 2-2 pitch in the dirt. Full count. LaPrette has also done a lot of good things in the outfield. One particular play, there's a called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate, 2 outs. First strikeout for Shelton. And Corey King will step to the plate, the first baseman. King got out of a slump, and I dare say he was beneficial of some bad luck for a couple of his teammates who got injured. Takes a first pitch, hits it deep to left. Does it have enough? It's back. It's high. It is gone. Solo shot for Corey King, and it's 1-0. Couldn't even finish. The fact that he has been back to his normal self since he got the second chance to start. And he continues that very solid play with that home run to left field, and it's 1-0. And here's Kristen Lopez, who very well could be the player of the week in the SWAC after what he did in Itabena. Umpires having a discussion about something, not sure what it is, but whatever the case. Here we go again. Lopez, grounder, first pitch. Nice stop by the second baseman, Abernathy, who'll throw to first for the out. He put his body on the ground and made the out after a nice play. The throw to first was perfect, and that ends the inning. But the Hornets are on the board. They get a solo home run from Corey King, and they lead it 1-0.
Designated hitter number 28, Nick Holyfield.
1-0 Alabama State after the solo home run from Corey King. Blazers come to bat here in the top of the third inning, and they'll have the bottom half of their order up. They have yet to get a hit. In fact, they have struck out 4 times. They did get a nice fly ball to right from Tyler Wall, but otherwise, Luis Rodriguez has done the number so far on the Blazers offense. Here's Nick Holyfield, the DH, batting, and he'll take a fastball for a strike. 211 hitter, making his 11th, make it 12th start of the year. He only has 38 at-bats. 8 hits to go with 5 runs scored. Takes a pitch outside, 1-1. One and one the count. Rodriguez deals and gets a swing and a miss from Holyfield. Holyfield from Mill Creek High School in, is it Winder, Georgia? I believe it is. Next pitch, fastball, strike 3 on the corner. 1 out. Another batter caught looking. 3rd one already by Rodriguez. 5th strikeout overall. And David Harris will bat. Harris, the third baseman for UAB. 239 hitter on the year. Takes the first pitch down the middle, strike 1. There's a local product in the Birmingham area. Went to Gardendale High School. The 0-1. Fastball, that one's a bit outside. 1-1. Rodriguez has looked very good so far. Yet to give up a hit. Throws a slider that stays upstairs. 2-1. 33 pitches so far through 2 1/3. Trying to get through the batting order without a blemish the first time through. Next pitch, foul back. That will reach the seats on the third base side, if there were any. The 2-2. Fly ball not very deep to center. Matos waits and makes the catch. 2 outs. 8 in a row to start the game for Rodriguez. And here is Ben Abernathy, the second baseman. As usual, make a great play in the field, and then you bat in the bottom half of that inning, or in this case, the top half. In a 1-0 game, Hornets with the lead. Stretch of the pitch, and it's foul back to the right, 0-1. The 0-1 fastball not in the strike zone. 1-1. Top of the order waits on deck. There are 2 outs. UAB trying to get things turned around heading into postseason. There's a liner, and that's going to be their first hit. The Pred will cut it off before it gets to the fence. It'll be a single for Ben Abernathy. First hit against Rodriguez. So here's Lewis, one of the strikeout victims in the first inning. Abernathy, not much of a candidate for a stolen base. He has tried 5 times and reached twice. Check swing by Lewis. They'll say he did check it. It's 1-0. The 1-0 curveball, a beauty, 1-1. As a team, UAB hitting just .229. That's been a big struggle for them this year. Next pitch in the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher, Jamal George. Opponents, meanwhile, are hitting .280. It's a good league they play in, though. Comes the 2-1. Foul back. And leaving the count at 2-2. So they played 2 in the softball game down in Biloxi. Alabama State and Alcorn are tied. Still no score. Comes a 2-2. Runner goes, and it's check swing foul back. I'm going to guess we have our baseball players over here to my right. That's where the yelp just came from. Is that right? I'm going to make you stand up. Actually, I think they're kind of spread out, aren't they? They go over here to the well. 2-2 pitch, check swing. Did he hold his swing? Apparently so. That'll fill the count at 3-2. UAB out of the Conference USA. There goes the runner on 3-2. It's a grounder to third. Lopez picks it, throws across just in time to end the inning. First hit of the night. Nothing else for UAB. 2.5 in the books. 1-0 Alabama State.
Leading up there, the Hornets, designated hitter number 25, Jameson.
To the bottom of the third we go, 1-0 Alabama State. 8-9-1 first three. And the first pitch hit right back up the middle. Jamison's got a single to start the inning. Trenton Jamison, who'd been out with an injury, came back last weekend against Mississippi Valley State. Continues his good fortune. He was hitting pretty well before he got hit. Well over 300. He's at 331. And that'll go up a point or two after that base hit. Jamal George will bat with the runner at first. Braxton Shelton working his third inning. George faked the bunt, pulls it back. It's in the dirt, 1-0. Got away from the catcher Hunter. Able to chase it down. George has been solid as well, 291. How about that for your number 9 hitter? He'll fake a bunt again and pull the bat back, 2-0. As Fred Sinkton was just telling me, this team batting average, you say 6th in the country? Now think about that for just a minute. 6th in the country. They got to be pretty high in runs scored as well. Next pitch, fastball inside, 3-0. I mean, they got to be averaging close to 12 or 13 runs a game. They're averaging a little better than 8 runs a game. 19th in the country. Here's a strike on the 3-0 count. Jamison led off with a single. He stands at first, nobody out. George with a 3-1 count here with Randy Flores on deck. 3-1, called a strike. George thought it was inside. That'll make the count full. Let's see if they send Jamison here with a full count. Nobody out in the bottom of the third. 1-0 Hornets. He does not go, and there's a call, strike 3, and I think George knew at that time. Second strikeout for Shelton. In fact, both of them batters caught looking. So Flores will bat with 1 out here in the third inning. He flied out to left in his first at-bat. In fact, the first pitch he saw, he sent to left field. Shelton from the stretch, and the pitch is a curveball that stays outside, 1-0. ASU with 2 hits on the night. One of those left the yard. Corey King solo home run in the second. Fastball is down a little bit, 2-0. Flores hitting .354 for the season. 8 home runs, 46 runs driven in. Next pitch is pop foul to the left. 2-1 count. Kyler McIntosh waiting on deck. There's 1 out of the inning. Pitch in the dirt. Good stop again by the catcher Hunter. Three and 1 the count to Flores. Pitch, pop foul, 3-2. Once again, the question to be asked, will they send Jamison here with a full count? Jamison not much of a threat, but he can still. He's got 10. In fact, he hadn't been caught yet. He does not go. Bouncer third base line over the head of the third baseman Harris. That's into left field. Jamison will reach third, and he'll stop there. It ended up being a pretty good throw by Brown from left, but he's in sliding. And that also allows Flores to get to second. That'll be a double. Second and third, one out, and here is Kyler McIntosh. So second and third, one out, and McIntosh, who had a single in the first inning but was wiped out on a double play. Chance to drive in runs here. And he'll send one to center. That should be more than enough to get home the run from third. Jamison tags, so does Flores. Throw comes to third, not in time. And the lead goes to 2-0 for Alabama State. Sacrifice fly for the shortstop. 2 down, and here's Matos, and he's got a chance to drive in a run with Flores standing at third. Matos hit into that double play to end the first inning. And he gets plucked on the first pitch. He's had a few of those here lately. In fact, that is the 10th time this year he's been hit. He got hit, I think, 4 times in the Florida A&M series. And we're going to get a visit to the mound. Braxton Shelton has pitched pretty good for a freshman who hadn't got a lot of starts. Sure, this is a chance for him to calm down a little bit.
Big shout out to the Cubs, the Rays, and the Rockies players, coaches, and parents. MPS as well as Dixie Youth Baseball. Please get your pictures taken at the Max Photo booth just behind the bleachers next to the concession area. Last chance for photos, 8 p.m.
I had mentioned that this is the last non-conference game. I was wrong. I know that's hard to believe. They will play Presbyterian next Tuesday. That'll be here at Wheeler Watkins Baseball. That's after they play the 3-game series against Alabama A&M, which will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 6 p.m. starts on Friday and Saturday, 1 o'clock on Sunday, and Sunday will be senior night, or I guess I should say senior day. So make your plans to be here for senior day. Here is Jack Hay with a runner at the corners. First pitch is outside, 1-0. Hay 0 for 1. Waits the pitch from Shelton and grounds one high, and actually it's because it's off his foot. I thought it was off his foot. UAB fans are not particularly pleased with that call. They'll have a discussion, Casey Dunn with the home plate umpire. We'll get an update from softball. Again, the Lady Hornets are in the top of the 4th, and they've got a 2-0 lead. Nope. 0-0. I'll know better than to look over your shoulder and look at the computer that you're looking at, because that has 2-0. I guess that's this game. Okay. Still having a discussion. Casey Dunn getting his money's worth. And now they'll break it up, and we'll have a 1-1 count on Jack Hay. Hay working from the left side. Didn't get a chance to tell you that he's batting .358 his last time up. 9 home runs on the year. The 1-1 popped up, not very deep. Center fielder Braunschweig will come in about 10 steps to make the catch to end the inning. Hornets add to their lead. They get a run on a couple of hits. They do leave 2. 3 in the books, 2-0 Alabama State. We wondered how Coach Vasquez would handle the pitching tonight for Alabama State, and we thought it might be another quote-unquote bullpen game, and that, at least right now, looks like the case. Luis Rodriguez is out after 2 solid innings of work, or make it 3 solid innings of work. And he is replaced by Johan LeBoy, who has been pretty solid the last few outings for him. And he faces the number 2 batter in the lineup in Logan Braunschweig. First pitch is a ball. Second pitch is fly to left. Jack Hay backing up, makes the catch, 1 out.
First baseman number 19, Christian Hall.
LeBoy, 51 innings and 2/3. He's given up 61 hits, 43 strikeouts, and a 5.40 ERA. But that ERA has steadily come down. It was up around 7.5 a few weeks ago. Christian Hall at the plate takes the ball. He pitched over the weekend in the series at Mississippi Valley. Strike to Christian Hall, 1-1. Next pitch is a little bit low. 2-1. 2-0 Alabama State. We're in the top of the 4th. Pitch. Curveball. Inside part of the plate. It's a strike and it's 2-2. I got too many windows open on my computer here. Next pitch is a ball, full count now. There's probably better ways to do this, but I'm old-fashioned and I got a lot of bad habits. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Christian Hall is down on strike, second time tonight. 2 outs. And Brown will bat. First strikeout for LeBoy. Rodriguez again, 3 innings pitch. He gave up just 1 hit, struck out 5 through 48 pitches. Big cut and a miss by Brown, 0-1. You wonder with the way things are in the SWAC, what exactly Vasquez will do with his pitching staff going forward. They've got a commanding lead in the division as the next pitch is a ball. One and one the count. 2 outs here in the fourth. Pitch is a strike as it slides across the plate, 1-2. They're going to get into the SWAC tournament in Atlanta in a couple of weeks. That'll start midweek. As the next one bounces up there, might have got a piece of Jamal George. It'll be 2-2. You have a general idea of who the starters would be, but while you hope it doesn't happen, if you lose a game, you got to come back through the loser's bracket in order to get to the championship. 2-2 popped up. Here comes Matos. Flores went out a little bit. Matos calls him off to make the catch. We'll talk more about the pitching situation when we come back. 2-0 Alabama State. Ali LaPrade will lead off the bottom of the fourth for Alabama State. Hornets lead at 2-0 over UAB. LaPrade batting for the second time. He was a strikeout victim his first time up. That was back in the second. Braxton Shelton still out there for a UAB. Next pitch hit foul. Had home run distance. Count now 0-2. The 0-2 pitch fouled away. That one to the right side. LaPrade, King, and Lopez. First three here in the inning. Blzaers upstairs near his chin, 1-2. I was talking about LeBoy and what he has done in the last several appearances. Another pitch that's inside, 2-2. He's gotten a win in his last 7. Make it last 6 starts. There's another pitch that's off the plate, and we got a full count. And his number of innings per outing are increasing. He's gone 4 innings in the last 2 appearances, 3 innings in the one before that. There's a liner to left, base hit. LaPrade with a single, his first safety of the night. And here's the home run guy, Corey King, to bat. I I guess what's impressive about what LeBoy has done is he's done it against some of the better teams. In fact, he made 2 appearances against Bethune-Cookman. Came in and got out of a jam in the second game of the series, and then pitched 3 innings, picking up the win in both games, I might add. Solid outing for him. He also pitched 4 innings last weekend at Mississippi Valley and didn't give up anything. 3 hits, and that was it. He had 6 strikeouts. 1-0 the count to King. Curveball makes it 2-0. LePred leads off with a single. Nobody out, bottom of the 4th, 2-0 Hornets. Shelton from the stretch. Pitches, and liner through the shortstop, base hit. LePred will have to stop at second. Back-to-back hits to start this 4th inning for the Hornets, and here's Lopez. Lopez had a weekend that you hope to recreate every time you play. He had 8 hits and 12 at-bats. This is against Mississippi Valley. 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, slugging percentage of 1.5. He also walked 3 times. Just a solid effort. 6 runs scored, and I left out the double. He bats now with a chance to drive in a run or 2 with nobody out in the top of the 5th, bottom of the 4th, excuse me. So Lopez has put his batting average back over 300. It's at 308. Slider goes outside, 1-0. There is action in the UAB bullpen. One-0 pitch coming from Shelton. Here it is, and it's a fly ball hit to right pretty well. Wall can't get it. It's over its head. Let's see if they can score LePred. He will score. They're going to try to throw him out. The throw was good but late. And it's 3-0 Alabama State. LePred had to hold up to see if that fly ball was going to get caught. That's why it was a little closer at the plate than maybe we anticipated. It's 3-0 Alabama State on the double by Lopez. King goes to third, so second and third, nobody out for Jamison, who has a single and a run scored back in the 3rd inning. Infield is back. They'll concede a run for an out. The pitch, fastball is there, 0-1. Jamison in his return last weekend, he hit a mere .556. Next pitch popped back. Hunter's going to give it a look, but it's going to hit the top of us here, the press box. 0-1. Make it 0-2, excuse me. Fact of the matter is, just about everybody hit last weekend. It's a good offensive weekend for the Hornets. 0-2, big cut and a miss at a high fastball, strikeout. 1 down for Jamal George. George, a strikeout victim his first time. Hornets with a chance to add some runs to their lead. It's 3-0. Corey King is at third. Excuse me, yes. And Christian Lopez is at second. 1 out here in the inning. Strike to Jamal George. The 0-1 pitch, high, 1-1. Yeah, they're ready to throw some T-shirts here in the press box. If there's a triple or a home run, fans will get some T-shirts. Curveball is low in the dirt. Stopped again by Hunter. 2-1. Three nothing our score. We're in the fourth. Hornets on top and at bat. That one came inside. George holds up. 3-1 the count. Shelton now up to 50 pitches here in the fourth inning. Throws the 3-1 inside, ball 4. That'll juice up the bases. Bases loaded, 1 out for Flores. And here comes Casey Dunn, and that's probably going to be it for Shelton. Who will leave trailing 3-0, and the 3 on base his responsibility. And we've got somebody trotting in from the UAB bullpen. I'll tell you what, we'll tell you who it is when we come back. We'll be
Cancer Slide Part 2, featuring the Platinum Band. And this time, we're gonna get funky.
Somebody got that down.
Funky. Everybody clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. All right, now, we're gonna do the basic step. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, left stop. Left foot, left stop. Cha-cha, real smooth. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, left stop. Left foot, left stop. Cha-cha now, y'all. Now it's time to get funky. To the right now. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. One hop this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross. Cha-cha, real smooth. Let's go to work. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 2 hops this time. 2 hops this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. On your knees, hands on your knees. Keep going. Yeah. Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all. Turn it out.
the new pitcher for UAB is Carson Knight.
Take it back now, y'all. 5 hops this time.
Knight, a left-hander.
Right foot, left stop. Left foot, left stop. Right foot again.
He's got an ERA of 5.0. He's making his 17th appearance on the year. He has not
Left foot, left stop.
recorded a win or a loss. He has pitched 9 innings, given up 5 runs, all earned, 8 strikeouts, 9 walks. Hitters hitting .267 against him. He'll try to put this fire out for UAB here in the bottom of the fourth. A run in, bases loaded with just 1 out. Shelton, 3 1/3, 7 hits. So far, 3 runs, all earned. Striking out 2, and that last batter was his only walk. So we'll see what Knight can do here with 1 out. And we'll see what he can do with the top of the order. Randy Flores will bat. He's got a double in 2 trips to the plate. And he's been quick to jump on that first pitch. Bases full of Hornets. King at third, Lopez at second, George at first. First pitch is a fastball and a good one, 0-1. Knight kind of 3/4 arm set. The 0-1. upstairs, 1-1. Chased Flores off the plate. The 1-1 coming. And weak swing by Flores, fouls it back 1-2. Inning started with a couple of singles by LaPred and King. LaPred so far the only runner to cross the plate out on the double by Lopez. The 1-2, weakly grounded foul down the first base line. Stays 1-2. Hornets on top 3-0. A run in the second, a run in the third, a run in the fourth. Knight trying to stop the bleeding for the Blazers. 1-2 pitch. Grounded to second. Weakly hit. They'll only really have one play. That'll score a run. George out at second on the force. It's an RBI fielder's choice for Flores as King comes across. And here's Kyler McIntosh, who has a sac fly and an RBI to his credit. He also singled in the first, so officially 1 for 1. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the fourth, 2 runs in. 4-0 ASU. The pitch. Pop fly, right side. Can anybody get to it? They cannot. It's a fair ball. 1 run is in. And all the way to third goes Flores on a bloop single, RBI for McIntosh. Lopez scoring. Seeing eye single down the right field line, and it's 5-0. They don't ask for comments on what they look like. It looks like a line drive in the box score, 5-0. 10 hits now for ASU in the game. They continue their onslaught on opposing pitching. Matos will bat. There's a throw to first. McIntosh was working on his oven mitt, trying to get it on. He almost got caught with his, so to speak, his pants down. 2 outs, 3 in for Alabama State here in the fourth. The pitch is a strike to Matos. 0 for 2, actually 0 for 1. Grounded into a double play, and then he was hit by a pitch. Runners at first and third. That one's down and inside, 1-1. Matos trying to add to the ASU lead here in the fourth inning. That curveball way outside. Didn't curve much, 2-1. And there goes our scoreboard again. There we go. We have 2 now, so that's good news. Have a video board out in right center. Of course, the old traditional line score in left. Next pitch, low. 3-1. Jack Kay on deck. 2 outs here in the inning. The pitch, liner right field, and a nice catch by Tyler Wall in right to end the inning. That one was hit on the line. Wall got a good jump, makes the catch for out 3, but the Hornets score 3 times. They do it on 3 hits, make it 4 hits, they leave a couple. 5-0 after 4.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, next photo booth is just behind the bleachers, next to the concession stand. Lane's challenge for your photo, 8 p.m. Right fielder number 4, Tyler Wall.
Johan LeBoy now enjoys a 5-run lead as UAB comes to the plate here in the top of the 5th. Wall, Hunter, and Hollyfield, the first 3 for the Blazers. And Wall takes a pitch for a strike 0-1. He flied out to right in his only at-bat. That was back in the 2nd. Hornets adding 3 runs to the lead in the bottom of the 4th. To go along with their single runs in the 2nd and the 3rd. Fastball is upstairs, 1-1 now. Wall has a fly out. Now he's down in the count 1-2. We were talking about the pitching situation for Alabama State going forward. And not to jinx them or anything, but they should be in pretty good position this weekend against Alabama A&M, the team that is pretty much in last place in the league. They'll need a sweep there. If they do that, that pretty much takes care of business for the East and probably the overall record in the SWAC. The 2-2 pitch is low. 3-2 now, full count for Tyler Wall. And then they'll have 4 games left to figure out how to get ready for that SWAC tournament. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout for LeBoy. And Hunter will bat with 1 out. Hunter a ground out to second in his only other at bat. First pitch is a strike. Blazers went 8 up, 8 down to start the game before a single by Ben Abernathy. And they really hadn't done much since. They went 3 up, 3 down in the 4th. 1 hit at this point. 1-1 pitch. Swung and a miss. Yeah, once you get everything settled as far as you know where you're going to be seated in the tournament, then you start working on your pitching. Swing and a miss on a curveball. Second straight strikeout for LeBoyers, 2 down, and here comes Holyfield.
Designated hitter number 28, Nick Holyfield.
And ASU's got plenty of pitching. There's no doubt about that. They have gone deep into their bullpen just about every weekend. First pitch to Holyfield is low, 1-0. He was caught looking back in the 3rd. LeBoy with 3 strikeouts in an inning and 2/3. There's a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. David Harris is on deck. ASU with a 5-0 lead. Swing and a miss. Pitch down and close to the dirt. 1-2. 1-2, here it comes. Pop back out of play. Great crowd on hand tonight. Of course, that's partially due to the young baseball players here from around the area. The 1-2 just missed. George tried to frame it. Didn't get the call. 2-2. 2 outs in the inning. Both on strikeouts. That one's low. And that'll fill the count 3-2. A lot of good young baseball players. In fact, UAB's got a couple of players from the Montgomery area on their roster. And there's ball 4. So a 2-out walk to Holyfield.
Third baseman number 7, David Harris.
And here's David Harris. Harris a fly out in his first at bat. Still no score in the Hornets softball game down in the SWAC tournament. Getting late down there. First pitch is a ball low to Harris. What are we in, the 6th, 5th? I think we're in the 6th inning down there. Harris awaits the 1-0 pitch from LeBoy, and it's a strike, 1-1. Abernathy is next. They're 2 outs in the inning. In a 5-0 game, ASU with a lead. 1-1, the pitch coming from LeBoy. That one is a strike, caught the corner on the outside part of the plate, 1-2. So Harrison to hole, 1-2. Runner leads from first, that's Holyfield. 1-2, outside, 2-2. Two outs in the inning, 5-0. Harris awaits the 2-2. From the left side of the plate, pitch is outside, 3-2 now. Boy in danger of walking his second straight batter. By the way, it was the first walk given up by an ASU pitcher, which the other one being Luis Rodriguez, who started the game and went 3 innings. 3-2, runner will get an early start. Instead, they'll throw to first. He's back safe. We'll try it again. Here it goes. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. LeBoy strikes out the side. And he also gives up a walk, but nothing else. ASU leads it 5-0. We'll go to the bottom half of the 5th. Jack Hay will lead off the bottom of the 5th, a 5-0 lead for the Hornets here at home against UAB out of Conference USA. And he'll take a pitch inside part of the plate for a strike 0-1. Hornets on the verge this weekend of pretty much taking care of the regular season title in the SWAC. 0-2 now on Hay. Again, depending on what happens with second place Florida A&M, they could end it this weekend against Alabama A&M. 1-2 now the count on Hay, who is 0 for 2. Next pitch, that's a called strike 3. Good pitch from Carson Knight. One down, and here's LaPred. LaPred has a strikeout and a single and a run scored. First pitch to him is a fastball that's outside, 1-0. Knight on the mound for UAB. Came in the 4th inning. He did allow an inherited runner to score, but that was about it. And I'm sure Casey Dunn is doing the same thing with his pitching staff, trying to get everything situated for any postseason run they might have. 2-0 the count on LaPred. One out here in the inning. Pitch, liner, and off the glove of Abernathy at second. That'll be a base hit into center. Actually, Abernathy will run it down in short center field. LaPred with his second single of the night. And Corey King, who is 2 for 2 with a home run and a single, will bat. King got the scoring started in the second inning, a solo home run. And he ripped another single in the 4th. He would come around to score on that hit as well. Next, the first pitch to him is lined to right. Waugh trying to chase it down. He won't get there. It's in foul grounds. 0-1 the count. King, the preseason SWAC Offensive Player of the Year. Had an injury early. Took a while to get back from that, but he has come back strong. 0-1. Liner to right again. This one, though, is playable. Waugh is set up and makes the catch for the first out, or making the second out of the inning. Two down, and Christian Lopez will bat. Lopez has a double, an RBI, and a run scored. He'll take a pitch low, 1-0. Knight is pretty much stuck with a fastball, and most of them off the plate. He has one strikeout to this point. He's given up 2 hits. 2 outs here in the 5th, 5-0 ASU. Next pitch is a curveball. It's a strike, 1-1. All I had to do is say he's throwing too many fastballs, right? I'm good at that. The 1-1 coming. And they got LaPred picked off. He does the swim move, but they'll make the tag at second. So that'll go as a caught stealing against Ali LaPred. That'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the Hornets in the 5th. They still lead it 5-0.
That'll do it for the 5th inning, ladies and gentlemen. That was no runs off 1 hit, no errors, with none left on base. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, for more information on Alabama State Athletics, be sure to follow us on Twitter at Alabama State Sports and like us on Facebook. For more information on Alabama State baseball, follow us on Twitter at Alabama State TV. You can also visit BSB.com for rosters, bios, stats, and so much more.
All right, we're in the 6th now as the Hornets lead at 5-0. I just gave the bad news. I got to look at radar, and we do have some rain to the west of us. Hopefully we can get this one done before it gets here. Johan LeBoy working his 3rd inning. And he starts off the inning with a ball, and then he gets a fly out from Ben Abernathy for 1 out.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Blazers. Shortstop number 16.
We're in the 6th, 5-0. Gavin Lewis, the hitter, 0 for 2. He'll try a bunt first base side, and it trickles foul, which is bad news because Corey King was there, and had it stayed fair, he could have tagged out Lewis. Instead, it's just a foul. 0-1. I don't know who the in charge of cords are here at the press box, but I got a cord here that's got a mind of its own, connecting my headset. 0-1 pitch is a ball, 1-1. Next pitch is also a ball, 2-1. Must have been upstairs. Foul back, 2-2. Two and two the count in the 6th. And that pitch outside, 3-2. Five runs, 9 hits for the Hornets. No runs, just 1 hit for UAB. The 3-2 grounder off the glove of LeBoy. McIntosh spins and throws, but it's late by a step. Lewis beats it out. It'll be an infield hit. So Braunschweig will bat with a runner at first and 1 out. He is 0 for 2. Just about everybody's 0 for 2. The top of the bottom of the order have the hits for the Blazers in this one. LeBoy from the stretch. Fastball is a strike. Good lead by Lewis. And that'll draw a throw from LeBoy, but he is back. Got another interstate college game going on across town between Troy and Alabama. Crimson Tide down in Montgomery tonight. Still 0-1 the count, waiting for the next pitch. A couple of throws over to first. And they got him picked off if they can make the throw, and I think the throw from Corey King to the shortstop, McIntosh, went off his glove. So Lewis gets to second. Should go as a stolen base, I would think. So a runner in scoring position. First time we've said that in a while for UAB. The 0-1, here it is, popped up. Third base side, Lopez in foul ground, makes a catch near the bullpen. Great play by him, 2 outs.
First baseman number 19, Christian Hall.
Here's Christian Hall. I mentioned that we haven't said they've had a runner in scoring position in a long time. They had one in the game so far at all until now. First runner to get to second base. Second hit of the night. Hall waits for the first pitch, and it's outside from LeBoy. Two outs in the sixth, 5-0 Hornets. The 1-0. Fastball right there, 1-1. Two outs in the inning. The left-hander with a 1-1. Another strike on the outside part of the plate, 1-2. They have lived out there on Christian Hall. He's already struck out twice. Once looking. Lewis leading from second. The 1-2 pitch is just off the plate, 2-2. The 2-2 with 2 outs. The boy takes his time and pitches, and there's a called strike 3. We've seen a few of those tonight. Another strikeout. Christian Hall with the hat trick to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Blazers. 5-0 Alabama State as we go to the bottom of the sixth.
Number 14, Blzaers.
Thomas Ballard is the new pitcher for UAB. Sophomore right-hander out of Bob Jones High School in Madison. He replaces Carson Knight, who went a couple of innings. Ballard making his 17th appearance. He's got a 1-0 record, 574 earned run average. 15 innings pitched to this point. 0-1 the count. And the next pitch hit by Lopez to center. It's going to be a can of corn. 1 out.
Next up at bat for the Hornets.
So 1 down, and here's Jamal George. let me back up. It's Jamison, I beg your pardon. First pitch swinging, and he hits it foul down the third base line. Jamison a single and a strikeout in 2 trips to the plate. There's a hard hit ball to second, gobbled up by Abernathy. He'll throw to first for the out, 2 down. 2 quick outs for Ballard. And Jamal George will step to the plate. Strikeout and a walk. 5-0 our score, Alabama State on top. First pitch fouled off, 0-1 to Jamal George. Next pitch fouled off as well, 0-2. Two outs here in the inning. The 0-2 off the plate. 1-2 to George. Catcher for Alabama State. Got to get some votes for first team all-conference at that position, I have no doubt. Seen some good catchers, though, in this league this year. Next pitch, liner, foul. Just out of the reach of Harris. It'll stay 1-2. I imagine Alabama State will have several players on that first team all-conference. Expecting Melendez to be the pitcher of the year in the league. Next pitch is a curveball, stayed upstairs, 2-2. And you can make a case for a couple of guys for player of the year on this team as well. 2-2, here it is, inside, 3-2. That one didn't bite. You get an update on the softball game. It's still scoreless. Is that right? Bottom of the 7th. Pitchers duel, 3-2, called strike 3. Second time George has gone down looking tonight. That'll end the 6th. Still 5-0, Alabama State.
No errors, none on second base. Left fielder number 35, Brayton Brown.
All right, Brayton Brown, let's go.
ahead to the 7th inning, 5-0. Alabama State on top of UAB in this non-conference game for both teams. Brayton Brown leads off for the Blazers. He'll be followed by Taylor Wall and then Henry Hunter. Hornets 5 runs on 9 hits. No runs on 2 hits for UAB. They have had basically very little offense to show for itself tonight. The 1-1 pitch is upstairs, 2-1. LeBoy still in there, proving like he has done in his last 3 or 4 starts. The 2-1 is a ball. Home plate umpire tried to move out of the way, but it was caught. Actually, it wasn't caught. So now I know I move out of the way. 3-1 count for Brayton Brown, 0 for 2 tonight. The pitch, strike. Curveball finds the strike zone, 3-2. I mentioned we got a little rain maybe heading this way. Hopefully we can get this one out of here. As the next pitch hit deep to center. Can Matos chase it down? No, it's off the wall and it gets past him on the ricochet. That could be a 3-base hit for Brown. Here comes the throw, cut off, and that'll be a triple to start the inning for UAB. That one was hit a ton by Brayton Brown. Best scoring opportunity of the night for the Blazers. Runner at third, nobody out, and here's Tyler Wall. Wall 0 for 2. I believe somebody is ready in the bullpen for Alabama State, if indeed that's what Vasquez wants to do.
Oh my God, they just made an error. They won. Yep,
There's a strike. Final from the SWAC tournament, Alabama State 1, Alcorn State nothing. Did I hear somebody say it was a walk-off error? So they get a gift. Pitch is a strike to Tyler Wall. So congratulations to the Lady Hornets. Moving in the winner's bracket. 0-2 the count to Wall. Here's the pitch from LeBoy. There's a liner to second through for a base hit. That'll score the first run of the night for the Blazers. Back-to-back hits with Brown's triple and now Wall's single. Nobody out, and Hunter will bat. They're going to check down in the bullpen and see if anybody's ready. And a couple of guys throwing earlier. So runner at first, nobody out here with a run in. Top of the 7th, 5-1 now. And here comes Vasquez. He is probably going to make a pitching change. I know that walk well. Slow move to the pitcher's mound. And we'll see if indeed he makes the call and who he is going to call to replace LeBoy, who's done a pretty good job in 3+ innings of work. He came in the 4th. Finally gave up a run here in the 7th. So he will go 3+. Runners on are his responsibility. And we'll give you the details of who our next pitcher is when we come back. Stay tuned. Well, let me back up. They did not change pitchers. So we're back with LeBoy on the mound. Maybe a good chance to see if he can work his way out of this. Runner at first, nobody out. And Henry Hunter at the plate, the catcher for UAB. Again, the ASU softball team advancing with a win, 1-0 over Alcorn State. First pitch is a strike, curveball, 0-1. LeBoy from the stretch, the left-hander. Swing and a miss and a curveball, 0-2. Hunter's 0 for 2. Ground out and a strikeout. ASU pitching tonight, 10 strikeouts to this point. The boys got 5 of them. The 0-2 pitch coming. Here it is. It's wasted high and outside. 1-2. Holyfield is on deck. Double play would be nice. 1-2. Here comes the pitch. It is grounder. There's a chance, and it bounces over Flores into center field. That one's a bad hop. Wall all the way to third. And Hunter ends up at second. We'll see how they score that.
Designated hitter number 28, Nick Holyfield.
They're going to give him a double, which I think is the right call. Flores was in position to make the play, and it just bounced over his glove. And now they got runners at second and third, nobody out, and this will be the end of the night for LeBoy. Yeah, that one set up just right. Good ground ball, and just took a bad hop on Randy Flores at second. So LeBoy will leave. He'll be replaced. We'll check on who that is when we come back on the Hornet Sports Network.
Now pitching for the Hornets, number 4, Sebastian.
Second and third, nobody out here in the top of the seventh. The Blazers have scored their first run. And Alabama State with a new pitcher. It is Sebastian Colon in the game. One out, runners on second and third, and he throws a pitch inside. It's now 1-1 the count. Holyfield at the plate. Hornets are back, giving up the run. The 1-1. It's to short. McIntosh plays it off his chest, makes the play, and gets the out. A run scores. Holyfield is out on the grounder to short. He does get an RBI. And Hunter moves to third, so 2 outs. And Harris bats. Now just a runner at third. Harris with a chance to drive him in. Pitch from Colon is a strike, 0-1. Sebastian in his 26th game. 3-3 record, .433 earned run average. And he's ahead in the count here 0-1 on Harris. Pitch to him is a fastball, but it's outside 1-1. Harris a strikeout and a fly to center, his 2 at-bats. He could pull UAB closer with a base hit. I said there was 2 outs. There's actually just 1 away here in the inning. The 1-1. Fly ball, pretty well hit. That's going to get down for a hit. That'll score 1 run. Harris is going to wind up at second with a double. And it's 5-3.
Second baseman number 42, Ben Abernathy.
So Harris with an RBI double, scoring Hunter. Still only 1 out, and Abernathy will bat. So a tough inning for ASU pitching here in the top of the 7th. And now the tying run at the plate in Abernathy. From the stretch, Cologne. Ground ball foul off the bat of Abernathy, who has a hit and 2 trips to the plate. So those runs charged to LeBoy. Oh, 1 count on Ben Abernathy, the second baseman for the Blazers. Pops one up, left side. McIntosh is back in short left. He cannot make the catch. He overplayed it to his right, or to his left.
Shortstop number 16, Kevin Lewis Jr.
They're going to call that a hit. Fifth hit of the inning for the Blazers. And here's Lewis. First and second, 1 out. He'll pop 1 foul to the right. Tying runs aboard. Here the 7th for UAB. 3 already in. The 0-1 coming from Cologne. Popped to center. This should be playable for Matos. Backs up a little bit, makes the catch. They're going to send the runner, and that'll mean Harris will end up at third on the fly out. Abernathy stays at first. 2 down, and it'll take a 2-out hit from Brunswick. And here comes Coach Vasquez again. Not sure if this is just a pleasant visit or if he's going to make a change. It's going to be a change as he points to the bullpen. So Cologne will be replaced. And we'll tell you who is on to pitch when we come back.
That's good. Those are good. Those are good this year.
Now pitching for the Hornets, number 22, Omar.
Nunca la que hablo, siempre tengo mi pistola al lado. Yo ando con Dios, pero el diablo es medio malintencionado. Llego para los hoteles y entro por lo mío, entro en el pegado. Y es seguridad que me manda el presidente en el piso posteado. Mi fanático en el baile me esperan porque saben que siempre bajo.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to take a second to say congratulations to Alabama State University women's softball, defeating Alcorn 1-0 to advance to the next round of the SWIC tournament.
Skip the dude out there, boy.
Un ratito el tiempo me frisa. No me pregunten por ayer que yo estoy viviendo hoy. Estoy perdido en mi cabeza, yo no sé ni dónde estoy. Estoy perdido en mi cabeza, pero sé para dónde voy. Pero sé para dónde voy, pero sé para dónde voy. No me quedo si hay energía rara, yo me voy. No me la tienen que dar si yo mismo me la doy. No confío, mi glopeta tienen chips, no ahoy. Ellos saben por lo mío siempre.
Well, we said that we might see Coach Vasquez getting ready for tournament play, and you're seeing it here right now. Omar Melendez is in the game in relief, his first relief appearance of the year. He is the ace of the staff, and he's trying to end this rally by UAB. 2 outs, and he faces Brunswick. And the first pitch is a strike, then the next pitch is in the dirt, and that will allow Abernathy to move into scoring position from first base. Running out second and third. Brunswick has reached on an error, and he's struck out and flied out. 1-1 pitch from the left-hander, swing and a miss. Melendez with a 10-0 record, 245 earned run average. He's got 2 shutouts on the year, 4 complete games. I know that doesn't matter now, but 81 strikeouts in 77 innings. And he's got a 1-2 count here. The pitch, foul back. More than likely, this is just to kind of give Melendez the feel of coming in under this circumstance, if indeed they'll need him in the tournament, whether it be the SWAC tournament or the NCAA. Still a 1-2 count. The pitch. Liner, third base side, base hit. And that's going to tie the game. 2-strike hit off the bat of Brunswick. And we're knotted at 5 apiece.
Number 19, Christian Hall.
Just gave it a nice easy swing and served it into left field. So that 5-0 lead is erased, and here is Christian Hall. All 5 runs here in the 7th. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. Hall's got the hat trick so far tonight. He's struck out 3 times. The 0-1, there goes the runner. It's a ball, throw down from George, a beauty, and that's an out. George nails Brunswick, trying to steal second to end the inning, but UAB with 5 in the inning to tie the game at 5 apiece. We'll be back.
That'll do it for the top of the 7th inning, ladies and gentlemen. 5 runs off 5 hits, 1 error with 1 on the score down. It's time for the 7th inning stretch.
Hey, where'd you do his drink? He ain't never took a drink out of it.
He did.
Jackson, if you need to go, we understand.
I'm watching Brady hit again.
Leading off for the Hornets. Number 1, Randy Flores.
We are right back where we started. 5-5 our score after a 5 spot put in this top of the 7th by UAB. So all of a sudden, Thomas Ballard, who's on the mound, got a chance to win it for the Blazers. He does have the top of the order to start the inning. Here's Flores, and he quickly lines one to center for a base hit. Second hit of the night for Randy. His other hit was a double back in the third, so 1 on, nobody out for McIntosh. McIntosh is perfect at the plate, 2 for 2, and that does not include the sac fly that he hit in the third inning. As they throw over to first and move Flores back. See how Alabama State responds to that, losing the lead in the top half of this inning. Another throw to first, not in time. Excuse me. And Hot Dog left a trail. Still no pitch thrown to McIntosh, and there it is. And now they'll throw back, snap to first, and it's thrown into right field. Flores is going to go to second, and he's in safely. Thought about going to third as the throw got away from right field, but that's going to be an error on somebody. We'll verify who the error would be against. Second baseman. Let's make that the catcher, I was going to say. He tried to throw behind the runner. So now runner in scoring position for McIntosh, and I believe a 1-0 count. And the next pitch gets away from the catcher, and Hunter doesn't know where it is. Flores is going to try to score. The throw is away from the pitcher, and that's a run. That's a run scored on a wild pitch. You don't see that very often. How about that? And just like it never happened, the Hornets lead again, 6-5. So the wild pitch, 2-base wild pitch, scores Flores. And that'll bring Casey Dunn to the mound, and apparently he's going to make a change. We'll give ASU credit. They battle back after losing a 5-run lead. And we'll see who the next pitcher is here in just a minute. Why don't we take a break? 6-5. We're still at the bottom of the 7th. We'll be back.
Now pitching for the Blazers, number 5, Blzaers.
Leo Harris is the new pitcher for UAB. He comes in after Thomas Ballard gave up the lead with just one hitter. And it wasn't a home run. Harris, one of their top pitchers. In fact, he has the best ERA on the staff, 3.12. He has made 17 appearances, 26 innings pitched, 21 strikeouts. And he faces McIntosh here with a 3-0 count, and that's a strike, 3-1. Flores led off the inning with a single. They tried to pick him off at first. The throw got away. Yes, there's one line foul down the third base line. And on the pickoff play, he went to second, and then a wild pitch that the catcher, Henry Hunter, couldn't find behind the plate. Flores scoring all the way from second base to give ASU the lead again at 6-5. Nobody out. McIntosh at the plate. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's strike three. One down for Matos. Harris is a senior out of Biloxi, Mississippi. Matos looking for his first hit of the night. Takes a pitch for a ball, 1-0. As I mentioned, Matos had a good game, good series in Mississippi last weekend. 8 for 12 from the plate. A couple of home runs, 3 RBI, 3 doubles, 6 runs scored. 2-0 count on the center fielder. Here's the pitch, and he pops one foul, first base side, out of the reach of the first baseman Hall. Make the count 2-1. Hornets got the lead with a run in the second, run in the third, 3 in the fourth. They led 5-0 until the Blazers scored 5 runs in the top of the 7th inning. Hornets came back with a run of their own in the bottom of the 7th, where we are right now, and it's 6-5. Next pitch is a ball, 3-1. Matos did get hit by a pitch back in the 3rd inning, and he'll take ball 4. One out, one on for Hay, who is also looking for his first hit of the night. Hay, the left fielder for Alabama State, 0 for 3. First pitch finds a hole, left side, base hit. Served it to left. Matos to second. We'll see if the Hornets can add to their lead. Here's Ali LaPred, one of the hottest hitters on the planet. He's got 2 hits tonight. He only had 5 hits in the weekend series at Mississippi Valley. 2 of them left the yard. Chance to do more damage here in the 7th for Alabama State. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Slow curveball is in there for a strike, 0-1. Tonight he singled twice, scored a run. Matos leads from second, Hay from first, not being held. LaPred swings at a ball way off the plate, 0-2. Must have been looking for something else. King is on deck. The 0-2 upstairs, 1-2. Harris in after one batter pitched to by Ballard in this inning. Here's another ball, low. Flores with a leadoff single and eventually came around on an error and a wild pitch. LaPred trying to add to that 6-5 lead. Harris throws another one in the dirt. That'll fill the count 3-2. Trying to get LaPrem to chase. He got him to do it once. Now it's a full count. I don't think we'll see the runners go, but who knows? On this 3-2 pitch with one out. Harris instead twirls and throws to second. Montos is standing on the bag. 6-5 Hornets. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. He took something off. First strikeout for Harris. Make it his second strikeout, excuse me. And so it's going to take a 2-out hit from Corey King. King is homered, singled, and flied out. His home run came in the second, the first run of the night for the Hornets. First pitch is low. 1-0 the count. Harris has already thrown 18 pitches. The pitch. Grounder to short. Nice play by Lewis. Steps on the bag for the force play to end the inning. Hornets get the lead back, though. A run on a hit. They make it 2 hits. They leave 2. And they go to the 8th, up by a run.
That'll do it for the 7th inning, ladies and gentlemen. 1 run on 2 hits. 1 error with 2 left on base. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this weekend, Alabama State has their homestead hosting Alabama A&M Bulldogs. 3-game sweat series beginning Friday at 6 p.m. right here at the UAB Baseball Complex. Now pitching for the Hornets, number 21, Blzaers.
Couple of changes for for Alabama State.
First baseman number 19, Christian Hall.
A new left fielder in the game for Alabama State, and is Carrington Edmondson replacing Jack Hay. And the new pitcher, we go from one Melendez to the other, with Adiel Melendez replacing Omar Melendez. And Christian Hall is at the plate. He was there when the caught stealing on Brunswick to end the top of the 7th. 6-5, Alabama State on top, and an 0-1 count on Christian Hall. And he's in the hole again, 0-2, trying to avoid the golden sombrero tonight. He's already got 3 strikeouts. I don't know who came up with that term, but I like it. The 0-2 from Adiel Melendez. It's upstairs, 1-2. .375 earned run average, 1-0 record. 5th appearance for Adiel. Ahead in the count here, 1-2. This is a pop-up. Well, no golden sombrero for Christian Hall tonight, but he will pop out and go 0 for 4, at least so far, as McIntosh makes the catch at short, 1 out. And Brayton Brown will bat. Who got everything started in that 5-run 7th for the Blazers. He led off with a triple. Came around to score. First pitch to him is a strike, 0-1. Top of the 8th. 6-5 Alabama State on top. Pitch. Check swing. And he didn't go. 1-1. So again, we've got a new left fielder in Carrington Edmondson. The 1-1. That one's low. 2-1. Adiel Melendez working from the stretch. The 2-1. Foul back. Brown had a nice cut.
Now you're ready, buddy.
2-2 our count here in the 8th. Tyler Waugh on deck. 2-2. Liner fair down the left field line. That'll be extra bases. Second extra base hit in a row for Brayton Brown. 1 out double for him. And here's Tyler Waugh. He is the tying run at second. Waugh had a single in the 7th inning. He drove in a run and also scored a run. 1 for 3 for the night. More action in the ASU bullpen. The left-hander from the stretch throws a curveball that's a beauty, 0-1. King warming up in the bullpen for the Hornets, Austin King. The 0-1. Runner at second. Pitch is outside, but it's on the corner. 0-2. Maybe a little generous call there. We'll take it. Hunter is on deck. Blazers had 6 hits in that 7th inning. The 0-2. That one bounces up there. Jamal makes a nice stop. UAB almost hit for the cycle in that 7th inning. The only thing they missed was a home run. Here it's 1-2 on Waugh. Adiel Melendez with the pitch. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout there. Got him on a curveball. And it'll take a 2-out hit from Henry Hunter to tie the game. Hunter doubled in the 7th, scored a run. Let me back up. We've got a pinch hitter in the game for UAB. It is Blzaers. So Barry for Hunter. So Barry with his first at-bat of the night. He'll try to drive in the tying run, and he checks his swing. And apparently he didn't go, 1-0. Barry, a 204 hitter. His 50th at-bat of the 2023 season. 1-0 count. Pitch from Melendez is upstairs, 2-0. Barry wears number 10. Out of Columbus, Mississippi. Just across the state line, not too far from Tuscaloosa. The 2-0 pitch. Waves at it and fouls it back, 2-1. Two outs here in the eighth, the 6-5 ASU lead. Tying run at second and Brayton Brown. Each team with an error. Fastball is high. You got first base open, but I'm not so sure you really want to walk here. That would put the go-ahead run on. 3-1 pitch coming to pinch hitter Blaze Berry. Here it is. Popped back foul out of play. That'll make it full, 3-2. Melendez came in replace of Omar Melendez, who actually came in and pitched a third of an inning. Payoff pitch to Barry. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 strikeouts by Adiel Melendez. He's fired up, and he should be. That ends the threat. Keeps ASU on top heading to the ninth, but they've got an at-bat coming up. 6-5 our score.
I'll text you what's on my tires. I enjoyed today hanging out with y'all. I'll come stay with y'all soon. You just come whenever you want to. All right. We'll get it set up. All right.
Now pitching for the Blazers, number 3, J.C. Schools.
I'm going to text Ray. Don't tell him I said great game. Good job, brother.
Well, for your viewing pleasure, some changes for UAB. Barry stays in the game. He's going to be the DH. He replaces Hunter. And the new catcher is now Nick Holofield. He moves to the catching position. Again, Henry Hunter is out of the game. And the new pitcher now for UAB is J.C. Sewell. Sewell's a left-hander. He's a senior out of Flowery Branch High School in Brazelton, Georgia.
Leading off the 8th inning.
0-1 record, 472 earned run average. This will be his 13th appearance. He's pitched 13 innings. Given up 7 runs, all of them earned. He only has 6 strikeouts. We'll see what the Hornets can do here, try to add to their 6-5 lead in the 8th. Kristen Lopez will bat to start the inning for ASU, and he takes the ball 1-0. Lopez, a double, RBI, run scored. That was all in the 4th inning. Fastball is on the corner, 1-1. Hornets had their big inning in the 4th. They scored 3 times. UAB with 5 in the 7th to tie the game at the time. There's a slow curveball in there for a strike, 1-2. Lopez, Jamison, and George due up here in the 8th for ASU. 1-2 pitches in the dirt. Sewell is the 5th pitcher of the night for UAB. That matches the number of pitchers that Vasquez has used for the Hornets. Next pitch, pop foul out of play. To the right. Two and two the count. And the next one is foul back. Stays 2-2. Blazers will leave here and maybe not go to Nashville tonight, but they'll be headed that way Friday. They'll go to Middle Tennessee. That's actually in Murfreesboro if you want to get technical. Swing and a miss, strike 3. As Lopez is down on strike. They'll play 3 at Middle Tennessee, come back to Birmingham and play Samford. And then they'll finish up their regular season with Florida Atlantic. So 1 out, and here's Jamison. And he lines one to center field, base hit. Second hit of the night for him.
Next up at bat for the Hornets.
Jamal George will bat. He is looking for his first base hit. It's like they're going to pinch run for Jamison. Devontae Bailey's going to run.
Number 30, Devontae Bailey.
So Bailey for Jamison. And here's George. George has struck out twice and walked. And we got a meeting. It looks like this one called by Vasquez. I mentioned what UAB has left as far as their season is concerned. Alabama State with a 3-game homestand against Alabama A&M this weekend. And then they'll finish out their home part of the schedule a week from tonight against Presbyterian before heading to Tallahassee to finish out the regular season against Florida A&M. And with a large, substantial lead in the SWAC Eastern Division, a sweep this weekend, I don't know if it's going to make it official, but it'll make it very difficult for A&M or, as in Florida A&M, or Bethune-Cookman to catch them. Just 3 losses on the year. Still waiting for the first pitch to George, and still waiting as the throw goes to first. 1 out here in the 8th, 6-5, Alabama State on top. UAB will have the lower end of their order up in the top of the 9th. Curveball is upstairs, 1-0. Hornets 21-3 in conference play. Very impressive. Next pitch is a strike. 1-1. Bailey leads from first, the pinch runner. Next pitch is foul back. Good cut by George. This game started with Luis Rodriguez on the mound for Alabama State. He went 3 innings, did not give up a hit. Let me back up. He gave up 1 hit, no runs, 5 strikeouts, no walks. Check swing, they call it a ball. 2-2. Johan LeBoy came in, pitched 3+ innings, gave up a couple of runs. Sebastian Colon, followed by Omar Melendez in a rare relief appearance. And Adiel Melendez, the last pitcher, is a called strike 3. George is down. Second strikeout for J.C. Sewell. And here's Randy Flores, who had one of the most unusual plays back in the 7th inning. He opened the inning with a single, got to second on a throwing error by the catcher, and then came home on a wild pitch from second. Right now, that's the difference in the game. Two outs, 1 on. And what do we got? We got a loose baseball trying to escape. Pitch. Curveball's a good one, 0-1. Flores has 2 hits, a run scored, an RBI. One of those hits a double, and he's got a 3rd hit. Liner to right field. Bailey will stop at second, so the inning's not over yet. Kyler McIntosh with a chance to do some 2-out damage here in the bottom of the 8th. He's got 2 hits with an RBI, actually 2 runs driven in, one of those on a sac fly. Trying to add to the 1-run lead that the Hornets will have going to the 9th. Maybe it'll be at least 2 if we can get these runs in. Big cut and a miss. McIntosh swings and misses, 0-1. The pitch in the dirt, nice stop by the new catcher, which is Nick Hollifield. One and one the count. McIntosh at the plate takes a fastball upstairs, 2-1. Matos is on deck. First and second, though, 2 outs. Sewell from the stretch. The left-hander throws, and his pitch is foul back. 2-2 now the count on Kyler. Two, here it is. Grounder, third. Third baseman is Harris. He'll step on his own bag to end the inning. No run scored for ASU. They threaten, but they can't come up with some insurance. They'll go to the 9th, leading 6-5.
Ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for the 8th inning. No runs on 2 hits. No runs. Please keep the pace. We're heading to the 9th inning. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, for more information on Alabama State Athletics, follow us on Twitter at Alabama State Sports, like us on Facebook. For more information on Alabama State Baseball, follow us on Twitter at Bama State BB. You can also visit BamaStateSports.com for rosters, bios, stats, and so much more. Don't forget your Hornets continue their home stand hosting Alabama A&M
Ariel Melendez stays in the game. He will try to earn the save. And he'll face the bottom of the order for UAB to start. Nick Holdfield will be followed by David Harrison and Ben Abernathy. Bottom three, 7, 8, 9. Ariel Melendez. Pitch stays scoreless. 8th. He starts Holyfield off with the ball high, 1-0. 6 runs, 13 hits for the Hornets. They have committed an error. 5 runs, 8 hits for UAB. Fastball is also outside, 2-0. He's throwing hard. He's just not getting it to the strike zone. Two and 0 the count in a 6-5 Alabama State game. There's another ball, 3-0. There is action and has been action in the bullpen for ASU. I don't know how long Vasquez will stay with Ariel Melendez here. Well, it may depend on this pitch right here. And it's ball 4. 4-pitch walk. And here comes Vasquez. He is going to get another pitcher in. It'll be number 6 of the night for Alabama State. Let's see who he calls. I'm not going to guess. Typically, he has gone to Cologne in this situation. I'll tell you what, let's take a break. We'll come back and tell you who the next pitcher is after this.
Now pitching for the Hornets, number 3, Tyler McIntyre.
Well, a lot of movement by Alabama State here in the 9th inning, and it has started from the fact that the new pitcher is Kyler McIntosh, who comes from short to the mound. Now, Kyler has been pretty much the starter in the midweek games for much of the season. Now he'll get a chance to nail down the win. There's a couple of other changes in the lineup we'll give you here in a minute, but you got a runner at first, nobody else. David Harris is at bat for the Blazers. McIntosh starts him with a curveball for a strike. Flores moves from second to third. And also in the game, number 9, Jaden Sloan. 0-1 the count. Curveball's a beauty, 0-2. McIntosh has looked good in his starts in midweek. He has made 8 starts This is his 11th appearance of the year. He's got an 0-2 count here. Swing and call strike 3. It was a check swing, but a strike anyway. Big strikeout there. Here's Ben Abernathy. Tying run is at first, now with 1 out, and here's Ben Abernathy, who has a single, 2 of them actually, with a run scored. He's 2 for 3. Well, this would be a huge build up for the next week, this next weekend, if they can pull this one off. Gave up a big lead, came right back to take the lead. Should get a lot of enthusiasm out of this if they can hold on. 1-0 now the count to Abernathy. The next pitch, pop foul out of play, 1-1. The top of the order, and Gavin Lewis waits on deck. Hollifield, who started the inning with a walk, is at first. One and one the count. Swing and a miss. Went inside on him, 1-2.
It only takes one. Let's go.
6-5 Alabama State. Both teams in double digits in hits. There's a foul away, out of play. Abernathy stays alive. Abernathy awaits the 1-2. From the stretch, McIntosh pitches. Check swing, called strike 3. I think he said he went. Whatever the case, it's 2 outs. Lewis, the last hope for UAB. 1 for 4, including a single and a strikeout. He also has a stolen base. 2 outs. The pitch. Threw that in a little too hard, a 1-0 count. He tried to go outside. Couldn't get Lewis to chase. There's a strike. 1-0, 1-1, excuse me. If the Hornets can hang on, it'll be 7 straight wins. Their 13th win in non-conference play. Next ball is a ball. Next pitch is a ball. Hornets are at even 12-12 in non-conference play. High bouncer over the third baseman and into left field. Blazers aren't done yet. So Lewis with a single. Hollifield has to stay at second. And still a chance for the Blazers. And here comes Logan Bronchwick. He'll try to tie the game at least and bring Hollifield home from second. There are 2 outs. McIntosh pitches. Strike, 0-1. Went outside with a curveball. Bronchwig has a single, an RBI, 2 RBIs actually. That's tied the game back in the 7th. Pop up to left and third base. And he pops that pitch foul, and he's in the hole 0-2. See if McIntosh can close the deal here. He's got a 2-strike count with 2 outs. Top of the 9th. Here it is. Swing and a miss. And Alabama State holds on. 6-5 your final as the Hornets get the non-conference win, keep their winning streak alive now at 7. Heading into a big homestand this weekend where they could quite possibly clinch the regular season title. Your line score for tonight, Alabama State 6 runs, 13 hits. They commit an error. They leave 8 runners on base. Meanwhile, UAB 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They leave 6. Check and see who we're giving the, I guess the winning pitcher would be Adel Melendez. Is that Adiel Melendez? So Adiel Melendez picks up the win. And I'll check and see. I believe that makes him 2-0. It does. 2-0 on the year. The losing pitcher is Thomas Ballard. So a nice win for the Hornets. 6-5, your final. We'll be back with you here beginning Friday night as the final SWAC Conference 3-game series will start Friday night, 6 o'clock against Alabama A&M. It'll be 6 p.m. on Saturday, 1 o'clock on Sunday. One thing to keep in mind, Sunday will be Senior Day. They'll honor their seniors on Sunday afternoon. Once again, your final score, a good one for Alabama State. They win at 6-5 over UAB. We appreciate you listening. We hope you'll tune in again on Friday as we continue coverage on the Hornet Sports Network. 6-5 our score, UAB down to defeat to Alabama State.